Northern Static Series.
Northern Static Series
On CFUR 88.7 FM.
Hi everyone, welcome. Today we will be presenting a mini episode of our Northern Static Series on CFUR 88.7 FM. We are broadcasting on the traditional territory of the Lheidli T'enneh. My name is Grace, and today we have a special guest with us, Zoe Spooner. Zoe Spooner is currently our summer intern / multimedia archivist and is also a local musician in Prince George. Thank you for being here, Zoe. We are excited to have you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. So tell me a little bit about growing up in Prince George and how you first got into music.
I have lived here my whole life. I moved away for 1 year in grade 7 for some reason, but I've lived here my whole life. That's pretty much about it. Getting into music, I have been singing my whole life. Literally since I could talk, I have, me and my twin sister, we perform everywhere together. So we've always sang together. So definitely started off very, very young. I want to say like probably 4. We started singing together and then it went from there. And lots of people booked us gigs. Also helped that we were twins, though. So
yeah, you guys look really great together, and you sound really great together too. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I also lived in Prince George my whole life. Yeah, it's a nice town. It is. There's so much going on all the time, and then, yeah, it's a good town. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your music style and what kind of music you sing.
I kind of do a bit of everything. I definitely focus mainly on like folk singer-songwriter music. Mm-hmm. I do also touch on like some country music, and I went through a little phase where I was doing metal music. It was really weird. But yeah, so I've done kind of everything, but I mainly do like folk music. So
I did not know that you did metal music. That's so cool.
In a rock band, and it was weird. I've been in 2 like school of rock bands.
Oh yeah.
I lived in Penticton. I was offered a spot in the school of rock band there, and it was like a summer program. So it was like a class you showed up for every time, and you got put into a random band with people. It was really weird. And I did another one when I was in high school here in Prince George, and joined another school of rock band. So.
Oh, that's cool. What did you do in the metal band?
Well, Araya and I both sang, but it was like obviously not very metal. Can't do that. They were mainly like metal songs, like metal and rock songs.
Yeah.
But we just kind of put our own little twist on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, singing metal music is so hard. Yeah, that's cool that you kind of were able to make it into your own style, though.
You wouldn't want to hear it.
I was just gonna say, I'm like trying to think about how it would sound. I'm curious.
Like, imagine me and my sister singing like "Seek and Destroy."
It's weird. That's so cool, though. That's awesome. Do you have any musical influences that you grew up with that you think influenced the kind of music that you play now?
In the beginning, of course, like every young girl, I was very into Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Those type of musicians. Adele was a big one for my sister and I. And then I want to say in like grade 8, probably, I got more into like the folk music, like the Lumineers and Noah Kahan and a few other people. So they have definitely been big influences. The Lumineers was the first concert I ever went to. My brother took me to it, and then that stemmed into so much else. Like, the only music I listen to is now like folk music. So I'm like,
cool. The Lumineers are awesome. Yeah, I remember the first time I listened to one of their songs, and I was like, I feel like it was like Ophelia. Yeah. Maybe that was the first song I ever listened to. Yeah. They have a lot of good tunes. You write music.
I do.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the songs that you write.
I've written a few songs, different motives behind them. The first song I ever actually wrote and like was serious about was a song I wrote about my dad, who's like not really in my life anymore, but yeah, it's just kind of like an angry, heartfelt song. So wrote that one, I want to say like 4 years ago now, maybe 5 even. It was a long time ago. And then since then have kind of progressed into more like love songs and, those type of ones. They're easier to write. So love song type of things. So definitely a lot about like healing journeys.
Yeah.
So pretty heartfelt stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't written any music, but every time I try, it's always like when I'm like sad or angry. It is. I know, it gets you in your feelings. Yeah, and it makes for beautiful songs too, I think. Yeah. So when you're writing music, do you have any like rituals or places that inspire you?
Not necessarily. I've written music kind of everywhere. Like, there's times I'm like out camping and I'm just like strumming my guitar and I'm like, wow, this is actually great. And then there's other times, of course, where I'm just sitting in my room and just bored and playing songs. It's like I normally start with like writing my guitar. It's harder for me to write lyrics and then find a guitar to go along with it because I always have like a melody in my head that I want to write it to and I can never find the right chords for it because normally it's just me writing the music. But I kind of like take bits and pieces as I'm going throughout my day. Like for lyric wise, I'll just be like, oh, this is something I thought of. And I have a notes app where I just put a bunch of stuff in there and then I'll kind of mix them all together when I have the time to. Yeah, no really inspiration place wise.
That's a great way to do it. Yeah, because then you never forget.
Right?
Yeah.
I think something's so cute, and I'm like, oh wait.
That's the worst feeling. Oh, cool. Do you ever plan to record any of your music? I would love to add it to my playlist.
We actually have recorded a couple songs.
Okay.
Working with Doug and Lisa Denlock,
Okay.
their last name. Yeah, Actually, Doug was just a sound person at one of the Indigenous days that we were singing at, and yeah, he reached out to us and gave us a card and was like, "Do you ever want to record anything? Like, let us know. We would love to." And then got into contact with him and ended up recording a couple things at their studio downtown, and we didn't really do anything with it. Like, we kind of spent the time to record it and then never really got it or did anything with it. It would probably have to be re-recorded, but I do plan to at some point when I come together with more songs. I don't really want to do like singles. I'd rather come out with a good album with a bunch of songs. So hopefully once I write more, we will record more.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, I feel like projects like that are so hard when you're young. It's just like, it's a lot to record and release music and yeah.
And well, like life gets so busy. Like,
yeah.
I'm currently working 2 jobs and then going back to school in September. There's so much going on that it's hard to make the time to do. The recording was like the hardest part for me to make time. So,
Yeah, it's a long process. It's a lot. That's really cool though that you were able to like have that experience at least. Yeah, very cool. Do you prefer to play, because I've seen you do a few duets, like with your sister and other people. Do you prefer playing duets or do you prefer playing solo?
That's a hard one, actually. I do like singing my solo songs. Because I get to perform like songs that I've written myself and a few other songs that like I find interest in that my sister doesn't. It's always nice getting that, but then at the same time, it's like when the harmonies match up, and it's like the best experience to be able to do that, and you see everybody in the crowd be like, "Wow, that's so nice, that's so cool." So I'm like, probably performing with my sister has got to be the number one. Like I've performed with a couple other people as well, bands and other solo artists that I've performed with, but it's got to be my sister probably.
Yeah, you both do sound really lovely together.
It's the chemistry. It's easier with it because we always know, like, if one of us messes up with something, we've both like practiced it so many times that we know where to pick up from.
Yeah.
Easy enough to just keep going.
Yeah.
Having a whole thing where you're like, oh no, what do I do? It's like, we know what we're doing.
Yeah, I feel like the chemistry built from playing together probably, it must be so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What would you say is the most fulfilling part about being a musician?
I want to say it's like the effect that you have on younger people.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to like sing and tell a story that other people don't really have a platform to do it on. Like my sister and I performed in Granville for an opening for a play, and we had a few young people come up to us, and they had like bugged their mom to come over to us, and she was like, my kid just said it was so cool hearing all this stuff.
Aw.
He's going through a lot right now, so hearing your guys' songs was super cool for him and helped him a lot. And then they asked to get pictures with us, and
Aw.
craziest things, we've never thought we would like get to that point. And my mom was like taking photos of them taking photos. It's definitely cool to like see that other young people like also appreciate the same type of music and like the songs that we write, like
Mm-hmm.
with the younger people, and being able to help them out with things that are hard to go through alone.
Definitely. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that your mom was taking pictures of Aw.
Couldn't have done it without her. She's our momager, we call her.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. I feel like one thing I love about kids is they're just like so pure. Like they just don't care. They're just so themselves, and if they like something, they're just so like free to express it. It's so cool. Yeah. It is.
Also why I want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think children are like the most beautiful spirits ever. Do you have a favorite venue or show that you've played so far?
Oh my goodness. The coolest experience that my sister and I got to go through was Shawnee Kish, an Indigenous artist based in Ontario, I believe. She held like auditions for someone to come over and like write a song with her and record it. And my sister and I auditioned, and we ended up getting the spot. So she actually, her and the orchestra down there, I don't remember what it's called, but they flew us down there, paid for all of our flights, and
Wow.
paid for our hotel. And then we got to write and record and produce a song with her. And so that was a really cool experience because she's like pretty well known. Like she has plenty of albums out on Spotify and whatnot. And it's got to be that. Like we had the whole orchestra performing behind us, and it was like we bought like these super fancy red dresses, and we got to stand in front of like a huge stage, it looked like. And it's got to be that. We weren't actually performing to anybody. Nobody in the crowd, but I got to say that's got to be my favorite venue that we've ever been at. Yeah.
That's such a cool experience. That's so cool. Is the song out anywhere?
It was out on CBC Gem for a while.
Yeah.
It'll still be out on CBC Gem, but I haven't checked in a while.
Cool.
The place that we actually like put it out.
Yeah. That sounds so cool. How did you guys hear about this opportunity?
Lots of people actually text us because we have so many people in our community that know who we are and like support us because they know my mom or whatever. But yeah, we have a few people who reach out to us with like gigs that they hear about or auditions or postings that they hear about, and they'll be like, hey, you and your sister would do great on this.
Aw.
Do this just cause. So we've definitely got a lot of supporters that kind of put those in front of us for us.
Yeah. Wow, that is so cool. One of the most inspiring things is like getting to meet artists and getting to talk to them, let alone getting to work with them. That's so cool. That's awesome. So you also have a YouTube video posted of a beautiful poem written by your mom, Pam Spooner, called Mother Earth, recorded with your sister, Araya. Tell me a little bit more about the video and what the experience of recording it was like. It's a really, really beautiful poem. You guys did a wonderful job. Yeah.
It was a really cool experience, actually. My mom had been bugging my sister and I about how there were so many changes going on with like climate change, and it was when it was all like rising. It was pretty new. She was like, you would make it so big if you wrote a song about this. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to write a song about that. That's just not my style of writing. I'm like, I don't know if I could portray it as well as I would like to. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But she was like, you don't even know how easy it is. And so she wrote a poem and she sent me the poem, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then I was like, you know what? I could probably make this into a song.
Yeah.
Found some chords that suited with it. And I was like, I don't want to turn it entirely into a song, because then it's like, I feel like speaking it emotionally is, I don't know, it has more of an impact for me at least. So I wanted to keep a lot of it like speaking and then just add some sort of harmonies and melodies into it. And so I wrote the guitar for it, and then me and my sister met up and we started singing it. And it was supposed to be like a surprise for my mom, just to be like, hey, this. And it was. And I don't remember. I think maybe we performed it for one of her friends who was in the industry, and they were like, wow, you guys should record this. It would be so awesome. And then we reached out to some people here at CFUR actually, and they ended up having us come in here, and we went into one of the studios and we recorded it here. It was our very first time ever doing anything like recording or producing or anything like that. So it was a super cool experience. Yeah, it was really interesting to do the whole recording process. It was a lot of repeating things.
Yeah.
It was definitely super cool. And then some other people reached out to us to make like a music video almost for it. And they wanted to lean into the like indigenous part of it. So we ended up going down to Cottonwood Park in Prince George here. And we just took a bunch of random videos of us just like walking around. And then we had a whole setup in the middle of winter. We had this whole setup at the park with like fake microphones and fake. We sat there and played the guitar and did all of that stuff, like lip syncing to it. But yeah, it was really cool to have like a whole camera crew following you around. We definitely got some looks. So, like, definitely really cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I could not tell that you guys were lip syncing at all. I don't know what I thought. Like, it looks like you guys were singing right there and then. Like, it looks like that's what the recording was taken of.
I was actually playing the guitar.
Yeah.
My fingers were so cold.
I bet.
My fingers. I was actually playing the guitar, but we were actually just lip syncing it, which was, yeah, a weird experience in itself.
Yeah. That's so cool, though. Yeah, the video turned out great. Playing in the winter is so hard. Yeah. Playing outside in the winter is so hard. Yeah. How long did you have to be out there for to get the video shoot?
I want to say close to 2 hours. Like, we did a lot of, like I said, like walking around.
Yeah.
Turned out to be pretty nice. Like, they got a few videos from like behind us walking of just like our moccasins, the snow, which was a easy enough shot to do. Like,
yeah,
Ray and I just walked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was probably around 2 hours of shooting because it was just a few like little things like, oh, now the sun was glaring at us and it was like we had to reshoot it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it actually didn't take that long. The videographers were really good with editing all the pieces together, so we didn't have to do that much, actually.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. That's so cool. It turned out really good. It's very beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. You're our summer intern at CFUR this year. And we're more than happy to have you this year. Do you think having a musical background influenced you to take this job?
100%. 100%, yeah. It's the second I heard about it, I was like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
Not only does it like have so much music involved in it, but it's also showing me some skills to help my musical journey as well. Like being able to know how to do all of this stuff and record and use the mixer and things like that. It's definitely cool learning about all of it.
Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, you're a great fit. Yeah. Yeah. It's like when I first started, I was so excited to be able to have a job like that was in music. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's such a cool feeling, and it's so cool to be able to like support local music as well.
Of course. I've had a lot of like service industry jobs. Mm-hmm. So I've had like plenty of serving jobs and hosting jobs, and it's always like exhausting for me. I'm like, I'm not even really that passionate about this. I'm like, I don't really know where this would bring me. And then it's like the second this job came up, I was like, this is something I'm interested in. It's something that I am really passionate about, something that I love. And I'm like, this has got to be the job. I need this.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved it so far. It's been everything I've expected it to be and more. So yeah, definitely a good choice.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it's been so fun spending the summer with you. So I've got one last question for you, Zoe. the time ran out so quickly. But do you have a favorite part of your job so far this summer?
I've got to say it's listening to all the music submissions and the local bands and non-local bands that we get. So, like, I've helped you a lot with going through emails and listening to all the submissions and things like that. And so it's definitely cool being able to hear all the different styles of music and so many different artists' take on like their musical genres and things like that. So it's definitely been really cool being able to listen to all of that. So I would say that's probably my number one so far.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like my music, I think my music taste has changed so much since working here. Like there's so many really, really amazing musicians out there. I don't think I would know about them like if I didn't work in community radio.
Whole list on my phone.
Yeah.
That I found that I'm like, they're actually really cool. Like people I would listen to on my own.
Right?
These are really cool. So I have a whole list that I'm making a playlist on my phone for.
Oh, that's awesome. I know. I always tell people that I want to be a DJ just so that I can play the music that plays at CFUR because it's so good. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Zoe, for taking part in our mini Northern Static series. We appreciate you and your time, and it was lovely getting to chat with you. It sounds like you have a lot going on, and I wish you the best of luck with everything you're doing.
Thank you so much. It's been nice being here.
And thank you, listeners, for tuning in to this episode of our Northern Static series on CFUR 88.7 FM with Zoe Spooner. Stay tuned for a few songs that Zoe is going to sing for us. Cool.
Never mind, I'll find another way to see this out. Clever mind, but not enough to fool this empty crowd. All my life I let you tell me it was fine. Hurt me all you want, I was in it for the ride. Here I come, stumbling home. Let me run, throw a darker bone. Drunk on love and running from the final beat of every end to come. Left me alone just a little while, came back strong, call this my revival, my revival. Let it ring, I'll find another time to pick it up. Call me again, I was busy getting high on luck. Chase me down to tell me I got it all wrong. Leave my night alone, just let me move on. Here I come, stumbling home. Let me run, throw a darker bone. Scrape knees, leave stories for beat of every end to come. Left me alone just a little while, came back strong, call this my revival.